Happy Friday, everybody. It is the beginning of what's going to be a beautiful weekend across Michigan for many reasons. And I wanted to join you for just a few minutes. I know that most of you aren't going to be watching this live, and I hope you're enjoying the outside and not the inside because it's only going to get better throughout the entire weekend, as I said. But I wanted to make sure that we understood look, we mailed 540,000 households that letter and a return envelope with petitions. We tried to get the word out as best we could starting yesterday, that after yesterday, meaning starting today, we do not recommend that you mail any more petitions because they're not going to reach us in Lansing or the address probably by Tuesday. So starting today and or tomorrow, if you still have them and you are not able to get to a hub, you can go to your post office and you can express mail or you can send them priority so that they would arrive by Tuesday. Wednesday is the deadline. That's the date we have to either have them or we don't. Good news is that it appears as if we have thousands of petition signatures that have already been returned and have arrived in Lansing. I just had an update about 15 minutes ago. Probably 7, 8, 9,000 signatures have been gotten in the last few days. We need 50 to 75,000 by Tuesday, but there are a ton of them that are in the mail and a lot of them that are in people's hands and being delivered to hubs. So, two things that I've done here. One, in the comments section, and I'll make sure that we put it on every one of the 1, 2, 6 platforms that this is being carried on simultaneously is I will put the address of what we're calling the 3 super hubs. One is in Oakland County, one is in Lansing, and one is in Grand Rapids. Those are the 3 addresses that we would like you to hand deliver batches of signatures if you're getting some yet this weekend. We have many groups getting them at events, getting them at church, simply getting them over the weekend. And if that's the case, that's incredible. But we need them hand delivered to one of those 3 hubs specifically. There are other hubs listed at securemyvote.org, which I've listed at the bottom. You can find those, and I believe that majority of those hub people will drive on Tuesday to meet someone so that they're all collected and that every signature we get or everyone we will try and make sure everything gets included because we need every single one that we can get. We are literally very close, but we have nowhere near the cushion. And it's for obvious reasons. You know that signatures didn't matter in the last election. Our Secretary of State said we need to assume the people say who they are. That's, of course, if you are voting or if you are in an election, and obviously we don't need to verify voters. When it comes to petitions, when it came to gubernatorial candidates or people running for the House or Senate, all of a sudden signatures matter. Every single one needs to be looked at. Everyone needs to be verified. And yet it didn't during the election. So which is it? They're all matter. We gotta scrutinize every one, make sure that they're all correct. Or do we assume the intent of the people as our Secretary of State demanded against the law during the last election? I throw that out for you because we are doing a very good job, especially from the volunteer side, of making sure that these signatures we're getting are accurate. They have been very accurate so far as they've come in. Please follow the instructions on the backside of that letter if you have any questions. Those are also available in a video at the securemyvote.org website that you can watch that talk about filling it out. The box at the top, sign as a volunteer circulator. Make sure there's a county listed. Make sure that the date that you sign as a circulator is at or after the last date of the signature on that page. And every signature on the page has to be for the county listed. So again, 1 county per page. That's the way that it works. So if indeed you are going to help over the weekend, I have to tell you, we really appreciate it. We want to get this message out everywhere. We need you to share this video on your platform. We have to, because there are a lot of people. There are probably tens of thousands of people out there that are getting signatures over the weekend, but aren't going to find these videos. And they're going to get to Tuesday and go, oh, I had them. And the only reason we're not going to maybe get to that number is that people just didn't pay attention, follow directions, or whatever. But we're all trying. Everybody's got energy now. And I believe that we're going to get there. I really do. So we all know where we're at, which means we need a big cushion. I say that because if there is, they do a random sampling. But as you know, the random sampling and the percentage found in that sampling is what determines if you have enough or not. So if you're running at 92% positivity rate, or they've checked X amount and they say, look, they just do the math. And so you have X amount of sheets, you have one out of every dozen sheets that isn't any good, and you do the math and they say, do you have enough or you don't? So therefore, we need to have a good, obviously, as you know, our goal is 500,000 signatures. We're not going to get there. But we do believe that if we do get 75,000 over this weekend coming in the mail, dropped off at all these hubs, and being able to be delivered on Tuesday, we believe that we could get to, I don't know, 425 plus thousand, which would put us at 70, 60, 70, 80,000 over the threshold. And what is that? It puts us at between 75 and 80% in the accuracy range. We know we're higher than that for the most part, but we also know if they randomly check the wrong pages and it ends up being 72%, they're going to do the math and say, you just don't appear to have enough. And we don't want to go through that. We don't want to deal with that, which just means let's try and get there over the weekend. I know it's a holiday, but this is the situation. Why are we doing this? We're doing this because we, as a group of people, are choosing freedom. We're choosing freedom for ourselves, for our elections, and we're choosing freedom for our families and for our businesses. But the reason we're defending our rights and liberties and freedoms is in honor of those that will be honored this weekend, this Memorial Weekend and Memorial Day. The people who sacrificed not just for our country and for our freedoms and liberty, but the people who fought for freedom all around the world, sacrificed not just so that we had more freedom or to protect our country, but it was indeed to offer freedom, that same freedom, for people around the world. That's what America's done. It's what our soldiers have done. It's what they have fought and sacrificed and died for. Veterans out there today and this weekend need to be honored for all the service that they gave. And what we're fighting for in Secure My Vote is to make sure that every legal vote counts. I say this because they had an election in China, and I just wanted you to know that everyone gets to vote in China. The chosen candidate from the state got 99% of the vote. It doesn't matter that everyone can vote. It matters who counts the votes. It matters who has their thumb on the scale when so-called collecting and filling out the ballots and the voting. Secure My Vote is going to do those four things that will secure our elections in a very big way. Is there more to do? Absolutely. But I can tell you around the nation, they are watching us this weekend. If we accomplish this, it will be historic. It will be 2 petition initiatives accomplished by citizens to override vetoes of a governor who is tyrannical. It will be to override a group of people that want to control you, your children, your businesses, and every aspect of your life. Crush small business, promote big business, unions, you name it. And they can control those. They can't control the people. That's why when we say to you, our sacrifice is some time and providing a signature. If we ever get to the point in America where providing a signature and providing some time to both honor the past as well as protect the future for your children and grandchildren becomes too much of an effort because we have too much to do, then we will cease being a free nation and our republic will no longer stand. We are at the precipice right now. This is a very important part of that. If you haven't signed, I encourage you to find somewhere to sign this weekend. If you received this letter, which 540,000 households, so what is that? Average in household, 2, 3 people. Over 1,000,000 people have access to just supplying their own signatures in their home, and we literally blow this out of the water. But it might have been too much to open that envelope. Might have been too much to put their name and their address and put the signature on that page. If that's where we've come to in America, then we're in trouble. I call on you this weekend to do, each and every one of us, to do our part, not for ourselves, but for those who sacrificed and for those who want to make sure that our republic stands. We're going to be circulating and posting a video this weekend across all our platforms and on a new Rumble platform that's called Choose Freedom. It is time for us to not only uphold and restore and defend the freedoms that were given to us by our God, were guaranteed to us by our forefathers and our Constitution, and are just as real today as they were 250 years ago when those words were written on that paper. But if we don't choose freedom, if we don't choose to live it, if we don't choose to proclaim it, if we don't choose to defend it, then we will lose it. It's up to you. I'm going to update you on Sunday and Monday. I have a daughter getting married tomorrow, so I'm going to be a bit busy. I just want you to all know that I appreciate all you've done, but I also want you to know that we need you to do a little more. One more call to get this out of the way. And once we do it, we will indeed be moving things forward to securing Michigan's elections for the future. There's a lot at stake, a lot of good things for a lot of good people. I'm going to talk about a little more of this over in depth on Locals at 4:30. If you are on Locals, we would ask you to join us over there. I am also going to make sure that I put that link. It is just standupmichigan.locals.com. I'll drop it into the chat here, but you need to join us over there. It's censorship free. Actually, we get more viewers over there than we do on these other channels because we are censored. But we are indeed fighting. We're going to reach you every way we can. We're going to reach you through our emails, standupmichigan.com. Sign up. You'll make sure you get all of our emails. I just wanted to know I appreciate all of you. I'll be praying for all of those who have served and that continue to serve for our country this weekend. And just have a great weekend. Enjoy your family. Hug your kids. Get some signatures. And as we get through this weekend, I hope to be telling you by next Tuesday that on Wednesday we have a very big day ahead in Lansing. Stay tuned and enjoy your weekend. Thanks.